Hey, and welcome back to another video. It is absolutely pouring with rain outside today, which is really frustrating because it means I can't go out and shoot. So instead I thought I'd do a video that I've been meaning to record for a while, and that is 5 things in my camera bag that I think everyone else should own. My first item is a camera cleaning kit. Now, I know this will sound really obvious to a lot of you. Most people I know do have something like this in their backpack, but at the same time, I do see a lot of people at events just use their sleeve to clean their lens or even their sensor, which to me is a big no-no. I picked this up off Amazon for about £15 and it has been a lifesaver time and time again on shoots. Inside, you've got quite a lot of stuff for your £15. You've got loads of wipes and brushes and liquids, got a pair of gloves, got one of these to get out dust from all the horrible places it gets into, and overall, just a really good package. It comes in this nice little carry case which slots into one of the sections on my camera bag super easily, and it is really useful. The amount of times you'll be on a shoot and you'll have a little fleck of something on your lens and you won't clean it off, or you'll try and clean it off and you'll do a bad job. Then you'll get home, look at the rushes and be super angry and upset by that splodge that's in the top right corner of every shot. And it'll take so much more time to try and get rid of that in post than it would be to just clean your lens or sensor properly on the day. So I highly recommend a camera cleaning kit like this one. If you're interested in buying something like this, I've put a link in the description to this specific cleaning kit. Obviously, have a look around. If you prefer something else, then get that. But I do think this one is really good. The next thing I think everyone should own is this tiny little Joby Gorillapod. Now, I know that Gorillapods get a lot of hate and some of them are absolutely crap, but this one I found to be super useful. First off, it's absolutely tiny, so I can just put it in my camera bag and not even think about it. It doesn't take up any room, it's great. Secondly, its legs are fairly sort of long and thin, which means you can sort of connect it quite well. A lot of the bigger Gorillapods I find, as they're quite fat-legged, it's hard to wrap them around small places, whereas this I can wrap around a tiny part of the interior of a car, around the tree, and it's fairly strong for its size. I use it mainly for GoPros or my iPhone, microphones or lights. In all cases it's been really useful. Probably my favourite thing about it is its head. It's got a little button here that you press and then you can release this, which is actually the exact same size and shape as the shoe on the top of my camera, which is so useful. Say I've mounted a microphone in here and then I want to really quickly move it to the top of my camera, I can just quick release that, slide that into my shoe, and I'm ready to go. Same with lights or anything like that. It is super useful, and once it's in there, it's in there. It's a pretty strong base plate, so I would definitely recommend this. This is quite old now, so I'm not sure if they make this exact model, but I found something quite similar to it and put a link to that in the description. If this looks like something that you'd want to add to your kit, then have a look at it. I think it is really useful. Hello.
Hello. I've rewatched it and I can see.
You actually rang me in the middle of filming. Do you have anything to say to my YouTube audience?
Well, they're listening to me.
No, but I'm filming, so if you say something insightful, I could put it in my edit.
I could say, hello, Lucy Brown, keep going. I noted in this video I'm watching, the notes I've written, that you're actually smiling at one point. I think we should do a screen grab and make it a t-shirt. I'm
not sure anyone would buy that.
Oh, it's not as if I'm ever going to see it in real life.
Very true. Cheers, James.
Oh, see you later.
Bye.
Bye.
My next item is slightly different. It is self-adhesive Velcro. Now, this has been incredibly useful for me on so many shoots. It's got so many uses and it is always something you want to have in your camera bag. I've used this to mount GoPros in weird places where a mount won't fit. I've used this to attach stuff to my camera, attach something to a tripod. It is incredibly useful and it's very cheap. I think I bought a huge roll of this for about £4 and I've been using that same roll for about a month now, so it's definitely worth investing in. It's definitely something that I will always have in my camera bag and I recommend that you do too. I've put a link to this in the description. Hopefully it will change your life. Moving on to something a little bit more expensive, this is a Gdrive mobile SSD. This is probably my favorite hard drive that I own. It is absolutely tiny and really fast. Despite being so small, it's not that fragile either. It's quite durable, but probably my favorite thing about it is that it's USB-C. If you're like me and you have a MacBook Pro which does not have USB slots in it, it is so annoying when you're on a shoot and you've got to offload your card onto a hard drive. You've got to get your dongle for your SD card, you've got to get your dongle for your hard drive. By having this, you don't need the dongle for your hard drive, and it comes with this really nice short cable, which is great because another issue I have with other hard drives like this is that most of the cables that you find are stupidly long. So not only do you have to pack a big hard drive into your camera bag, you've got to pack this annoyingly big cable. So by having my small baby drive here, it's decreasing this size to this size, which is something I definitely enjoy. What I tend to do is bring this drive with me on shoots and have this in my backpack, offload my rushes onto here, and then when I get home I will back that drive up onto one of these two drives, which are my home drives. They live here plugged into my iMac pretty much 24/7, so this is my go-to drive. It is, however, very expensive. This is the 2TB version and it was about £390, which I know is a lot of money. So I think if you have the money to spend on this, then definitely I recommend it, go buy it. If you don't, then I think the main thing is just to have a hard drive to back up all of your footage to. There are much cheaper options. Just go onto Amazon or eBay and just type in hard drive, find something with good reviews in your price point and get that. But I do really recommend this if you can spend the money on it because it is great. My final item is this, and I guess it's not really something that you can buy, but it could be something that you can make. Last year I was filming a video for Drive Tribe in Austria and I forgot to pack a screwdriver or anything that I could use to change the base plate on my camera. Luckily on the first day of the shoot I noticed a little washer on the floor in front of me just the time that I needed to change my base plate, and that was perfect. I grabbed it and popped it on a hairband that I had on my wrist and I've worn it ever since. So many times I'll be on a shoot and I'll have a screwdriver in my camera bag, but my camera bag will be quite far away from me and I'll need to change the base plate really quickly. So I'll just grab this off my wrist and it works perfectly. Obviously when you can use a screwdriver or something like that, but having this on me 24/7 over the last year has been so useful on countless shoots. So that's just a little something that anyone can make at home. It costs almost nothing, just find a washer and a hairband and you're set. But I really recommend having something on you at all times that you can use to change your base plate if, like me, you switch quite often between things like a tripod or a Gorillapod or a Ronin. So I recommend that. It has been so useful. So those were 5 things I think that everyone should have in their camera bag, or in this case on their person. I hope you found this useful. If you did, then feel free to like this video. I've put links in the description to everything that I've mentioned. Let me know in the comments if you've got anything in your camera bag that you think I should buy and that I should add to my kit, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one.